There was a shaman in one of my memories, and not when I say one of my memories, I don't mean Dan Alexander's memory, even though I'm Dan Alexander. This is where it starts getting weird, and people are going to be like, "What?" But everyone will be able to do this in the future. It's like in 100 years from now, everyone will be doing this. Everyone will know what we're doing, and people will do whatever they want. But there won't be any violence because people won't want to. Animals will be happy. Everything will be great. But right now, is is it everyone holding on to them being stubborn and thinking that they know what they know, but they don't even have a clue. And see, it's not one of those things where he who knows doesn't say, like, I don't just know, I'm the one, I'm wise, and I'm here to help everybody. But people don't want to be helped because they're too stubborn and they think that, how could this guy do that? Because they're not willing to go through the steps. But I'm not going to go too far on that. But there was a shaman in one of my memories that instead of getting done with work, I could have been done like 4 hours or 5 hours ago after the hearing. But it's like 6:05 at night. And earlier I stopped and I meditated and I went into one of my memories, but it took me a long time to do it because I sat and I tried really hard to remember that memory and focus on where I was and how I found it. And then I went through the astral plane asking people, well, asking beings where the shaman was. And a couple people were like, I don't know any shaman. I don't know any shaman. Not people, just beings. A couple vibrational beings were like, I don't know any shaman. I don't know any shaman. What are you talking about? And so I had to search and search and search till I found that memory. And then I asked him how you do the special breathing technique so that you can see which future would be the most likely outcome instead of just sensing the vibration. And at one point I remember doing it because this was all part of my flash. Like, I've seen so many things that people won't fathom it. I'm interpreting it for the rest of my life. But anyway, so I meditated and I found that guy. And this isn't just a fake thing. It's not, I don't see him as Dan Alexander. I see him as whoever he was telling this to. But the only thing that I try to explain, and it's hard to put things into words, but I think I can explain it a little better. When you travel in the astral and you experience something from a spirit point of view, it's like watching it, and you can watch it from above, from below, from almost like you're in the being or the person. But there's other times when you physically feel it, and the reason I don't like to physically feel it is because when you physically feel it, in my real life, even though I looked as that being when I felt it, in my real life, because I was them, I start getting their memories, and then I have to take time to clear my mind of which one's me and which one's them, and so it ends up being really hard on my actual life. And I know that sounds crazy, but if you'd see what I mean if you did it. And I'm not crazy because I'm telling you this is how it happened. And like, so what I do is after I get boggled, I have to spend time by myself and I sit out and I meditate and I go through and I clear my mind. I go through my mind and I clear it. And you can do that. And I find which memories are mine and which ones aren't. It's like our brain is more than a computer. It's like it's the universe. Like, we are the universe. Every organ inside of us has some kind of phenomenal capability. We just don't know it. We don't know it yet. They process elements and nutrients and vitamins, and they turn them into things. Heat. You can turn anything in. You can heat water. I mean, you don't know that there's 72% water in our body, and you know every pore in your skin is an orifice. You could shoot water out of your hands and be a real-life water bender, but no one's practiced it enough or believed that they could enough to do it. You know, there's amazing things that people can do, and the way they do it is by practicing enough to do it. So it's one of those crazy things where I stopped doing that because I could go anywhere and I could be Hitler and come back and tell people, but why would I do that? Because then I'd start getting his memories, or I'd be seeing his life, and I don't want that. And the idea of free will is I can't be in a living person that's alive right now in this present time space, because then I'd be ruining their free will. Even though there is no now, they're actually where my physical body is. So it's too hard to explain, but I hope that makes sense, because I know it does to me. But anyway, there's just so many things that are going on that people don't understand. And like, because I went to court today, as you know, me, Dan, of course, I went to court, and because of that, like, it takes me back down to like who everyone else thinks I am, just little Dan Alexander from Waterford, who, you know, and I'm just my job and my whatever. But no, I've figured out so much more than that. And just because other people are too bland and dolt-headed to even listen to me doesn't mean that I'm not right, because I am. This isn't like right, R-I-G-H-T. It's right as in this is what kind of beings we are. And it's not just my idea, it's what we are. It's we're like non-visible, and when we're in a physical form, we can tap into that being that we really are, that we all are, because we're all it at the same time. Because there's no time, we're all it always. Put it that way. Although always is a reference to time too. So anyway, I love you guys, and we're gonna make it. And even though I might lose my kids, I'm gonna be okay, and we're gonna make it. And they're gonna, even if they have to wait till they're adults, they'll wonder why that all happened, and I'll still be here waiting to talk to them. Anyway, I love you guys. Peace.